A young man thought himself to be unhappy because he felt like all his life he's been running his life's race and it's leading nowhere but to the bottom. He thought, well, I'm in high school now. When I graduate from high school, maybe things are going to be better. He postponed happiness until such a time when he graduates from high school. He graduated from high school only to face other circumstances such as gaining admission to school. Now, again, he wasn't happy because he didn't immediately secure admission to the varsity of his choice. Once again, he postponed happiness. Finally, he got admitted into a prestigious university. While he was there, you should think that he will be happy at this point, but no, he realizes that high school was one thing, but being in varsity was another thing entirely. He had a new set of challenges he had to confront and deal with. You see, again, he postponed happiness and looked forward to the day probably when he finally graduates and maybe get a job, he's going to be happy. And of course, he graduated, he got a job, but realized that life is not as easy as he thought. Once again, he postponed happiness. You see, that's how life is. This man has not even finished his journey yet, but for him, it's like he's been racing all the way to the bottom. He's never been happy. He's never been fulfilled. Right. Now he got the job of his dream and realized, oh, some of his colleagues earn better than him. Again, he wished for a day he'll get a better job or get promoted or earn more salary, and then he is going to be happy. But you see, the truth of the matter is, he got the promotion, he got the job of his dream, but once again, happiness eluded him. Why? He thought, I need to find a wife that is going to be everything that I want in a woman, or a woman that is going to have everything that I want in a wife. He got married and realized that, well, not every married couple are actually happy. Marriage comes with its own challenges. Once again, the rat race continued. He continued to deal with the same challenge over and over and over and over. Got married. Whoa. He has no kids. Now he wished the day he had kids, he's going to be happy. Well, this is exactly what a lot of people are dealing with in their life. You see, I want to believe that in this series, you are going to learn how to stop these cycles of ugly in your life. But what if I told you there is a way to break free from this cycle of ugly? A way to rise above and truly uplift your life. Join me every Saturday night as we explore the tools and strategies to overcome negativity, build resilience, and embrace a life of positivity and growth. This is your chance to break the cycle and create the life you've always dreamed of. Let's embark on this journey together. Welcome to the very first episode of our series, How to Stop the Race to the Bottom, and hopefully end the cycle of ugly in our lives. I am thrilled to have you join me on this journey tonight. We are diving deep into understanding what it means to race to the bottom and how we can break free from the cycle of ugly that so often entraps us. Give me your hands. The only way out of this is the way up. Let's go. What is the cycle of ugly? Imagine for a moment that you are standing at the top of a hill. The view is breathtaking and the air is fresh and the possibilities are endless. But then a small stream of water begins to trickle down. It doesn't climb, it doesn't resist, it simply follows the path of least resistance, winding its way down to the very bottom. This is a powerful metaphor for the race to the bottom in our lives. Water never runs uphill. It always takes the easiest path, often leading nowhere but to the bottom. You see, in life, this path of least resistance can manifest in many forms. It can manifest in toxic relationships, it can manifest in self-doubt, negative thinking, and of course, poor choices. You see, when it comes to choices, first we make them and then they make us. You see, these are the cycles of ugly that drag us down, keeping us from reaching our full potential. But what exactly does this race to the bottom look like, and why is it so important to understand it? What is the race to the bottom? The race to the bottom starts with small, seemingly insignificant choices like the small trickling stream of water earlier alluded to. Maybe it's staying in a job that drains you because it's safe, or perhaps it's tolerating disrespect in a relationship because confrontations in the relationship feels too daunting. Well, over time, these choices compound, creating a downward spiral. That's hard to escape. We become trapped in a cycle where our actions and decisions are dictated by fear, insecurity, and a desire to avoid discomfort. Breaking this cycle requires us to first recognize it. It means looking honestly at our lives and identifying where we are settling for less than we deserve. It's about acknowledging the moments we've chosen the easy path, and even when it wasn't the best one for us. And it's about understanding that just like water, we have the power to change our direction at any time. But remember, water don't flow uphill. You see, and we have a tendency to always go the path of least resistance. Now, how do we stop this race to the bottom and start climbing back up? Firstly, we must develop self-awareness. We need to tune in to our thoughts, our feelings, our behaviors, and question whether they are serving us or holding us back. Are we living authentically, or are we merely surviving? Are we making decisions out of fear, or are we choosing based on our values and aspirations? Now, these are very important questions when it comes to trying to understand what this race to the bottom is. Next, we must cultivate resilience. Life will always throw challenges our way, and it's easy to get discouraged, but resilience gives us the strength to keep on going, to face adversity head on, and to rise above it. This means building a support network of people who uplift us, practicing self-care and maintaining a positive mindset even when times are tough. You see, another crucial step is setting boundaries. We must learn to say no. No to whatever doesn't serve us, and yes to what does. This might mean ending toxic relationships, leaving unfulfilling jobs, or simply taking more time for ourselves. Boundaries protect our well-being and help us create a life that reflects our true selves. A lot of times we think that creating or setting boundaries is cutting other people off, but sometimes it's about self-preservation. Finally, we must embrace change. Change is scary, but it's also necessary for growth. We need to let go of what's dragging us down and make room for new opportunities. This means being open to new experiences, taking risks, and believing in our ability to create a better future. See, throughout this series, we'll be exploring, or we'll explore these concepts in further depth or greater depth. We will hear from experts who've mastered the art of resilience and individuals who've transformed their lives and everyday people who've broken free from their own cycles of ugly. Believe it or not, we've got those cycles of ugly that we have to confront and hopefully overcome. So together we'll uncover the tools and strategies needed to stop the race to the bottom and start living the life we deserve. So as we embark on this journey, I encourage you to reflect on your own life. Where are you taking the path of least resistance? What cycles of ugly are holding you back? And most importantly, are you ready to make a change? And these are very important questions that you need to consider. So join me next week as we delve deeper into understanding the roots of these negative patterns and begin the process of breaking free. Remember, it's never too late to change your direction. Those of you who are going through challenges, and I don't know what you're dealing with, but whatever you're dealing with, I believe that you can overcome. I believe that you can transition from this place where you are now. You see, Earl Nightingale defined success most beautifully than I ever heard. He said, success is knowing where you are at, knowing where you are going, and taking steps in that direction. What a beautiful definition. What a beautiful way to look at that concept, right? So probably you've hit rock bottom, and we're talking about the race to the bottom. Now, I've often said that sometimes when God lets us hit rock bottom, it is because He wants us to know that He is the rock at the bottom. So now that you are there at rock bottom and you don't know what else to do, the only direction that leads out of that rock bottom is going back up. In this series, we are going to be discussing how to get back on our way right back up. In the next episode, I'm going to be hosting experts and individuals who've seen it all. So don't miss this opportunity to change your life. This is Uplifted, and I know that everything you've done up until this time may have left you, going down, running the race to the bottom, like water never goes uphill. You will stop taking the path of least resistance and always running to the bottom. Now it's time to turn around and go right back up. So join me next week as we delve deeper into understanding the roots of these negative patterns and begin the process of breaking free. Remember, it's never too late to change your direction. So together we can stop the race to the bottom and rise to the top. Thank you for being here tonight. Let's make this journey one of transformation, growth, and endless possibilities. See you next week. God bless you.